This week on the Unknowledgeables,
we're watching ice hockey,
which, as usual, we know nothing about.
7-2, do you have forward thrusters?
I don't know.
Hello and welcome to the Unknowledgeables. My name is Kit.
and I'm Inti.
And this week we're watching Romania versus the Netherlands full game 2019 in the IIHF Ice Hockey World Championship Division, Group B.
Nice title.
At least it's not a spoiler like
Kayaking, yeah.
the kayaking one that just tells us who wins. So we have no idea who's going to win. Is it going to be the Romania? Is it going to be the Netherlands? We don't know.
Hey, it'd be cool if Game of Thrones named their episodes as huge spoilers.
According to who died. They named them like the episodes of Friends.
If they have the title Game of Thrones, subtitle The Red Wedding, subtitle the one where guys.
And Monica goes to a cooking class. And the whole of Series 1 is called Game of Thrones Series 1, subtitle.
The one where gets his head Lennon.
This week on the Unknowledgeables,
We're spoiling Game of Thrones,
books 1 and 3.
which as usual we know all about, and therefore are spoiling.
All right, so we're watching ice hockey. So what do you know about ice hockey already?
Well, it's on the ice. They're on skates. They've got a stick. There's a puck. There's 2 goals, and they wear lots of padding and helmets because they love to punch each other and slam into each other.
Yeah, I think that surely covers basically all the rules of hockey.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.
We used to do hockey, right, at school. Not ice hockey, just hockey
Yeah.
on concrete.
It's such an unpleasant game to play a ball sport on concrete where you might fall down. It's really unpleasant.
And we used to just hit each other with sticks for an
Yeah,
hour.
because you're just giving a group of teenagers weapons.
Yeah. Young teenagers. So, not the strongest of teenagers, but some would have, matured to the level of a man. I remember that in rugby as well at school, just seeing men fighting children.
Like in the same year at school.
Yeah, exactly. Because people were hitting puberty at different times. You'd have the biggest guys against the smallest, skinniest children of exactly the same age.
It is so unfair.
Hockey is famously violent, right? Like, hockey is like bleeding noses.
Yeah, and it's weird because hockey seems to be a quintessentially Canadian game, or at least ice hockey does. And the stereotype of Canadians is that they're really polite, they're really nice. Is this like the one avenue where they release all of that anger?
But I think that's a common thing with contact sports. I've watched tons of rugby games and they are vicious, strong men and they fight on the pitch, like they do get really angry. But they just talk in slightly posher voices than football players who are always like, at the end of the day, I just want to kick the ball. Where rugby players do seem to talk.
At the end of the day, I just want to carry the ball.
At the end of the day, I just want to get a goal.
At the end of the day, I just want to bring the ball over the line and put it on the ground with my body weight on top of it.
At the end of the day, I just want to clean my damn room.
At the end of the day, I just want to take out my anger on the hockey court. My anger at those feminists.
Oh, hey, by the way, like, you remember a few weeks ago you told us a nice awkward massage story. I think I have one to top it now. I think I've got a great massage story for the whole family to listen to.
Okay.
I think you might know the first half of it because I think I've already told you, but just for the audience, there's a nice Thai massage place near. And I went there once for my birthday. A really old Thai lady was massaging me, and she was insanely strong. She was wonderful. Like, she really sort of ripped all my muscles, and like
She ripped them until you paid.
I reckon she's in her 50s, 60s, maybe.
She's probably actually 28, but having your muscles ripped really ages you. So she's had that done to her a ton of times.
But yeah, she's super, super strong. And I was telling her, when she was asking me, like, what strength do you want it? I was like, just your absolute strongest. Like, I like my massages to hurt me a bit.
Yeah.
Like, that's my favourite kind of massage, like, where I have to clench my fist a bit because it's aching me. She would talk to me, and I remember thinking, this isn't maximising my pleasure, her talking to me, because I'm having to think about what she's saying, and I'm having to think about what I reply, and like, is it rude to ask them to talk to you.
I don't think that's rude at all. But I think there's sometimes with hairdressers, you're paying them to do a service for you and the customer's always right. But then I just feel like the rest of the haircut would just be in stony silence.
I kind of a little bit feel the same. I feel like it's my pleasure. I should be able to experience it how I want. Anyway, the first massage was excellent. Second massage, I went there again like maybe a month later. Same old lady. You know, you never get to choose your masseuse.
Same old lady. Same old place.
She goes
same
again.
old lady.
I don't know her name. She ripped all my muscles again. And she was saying to me, "Oh, you should try my colleague, my friend. You would really like her. She's young, but she's really, really strong. She's super strong. She's really young." And she was like advertising her so much. I thought, "Oh, is she's maybe trying to set me up on like a little date or something." Like I didn't really know, because like there's never any point where I get to choose the masseuse. So it's not like
It's not like she's saying you should choose her.
I went there a third time, and it was the younger lady, and she was notably younger. Or maybe she just never had a massage before, therefore, or her muscles were still intact. And she was quite strong. I would say the old lady was stronger. However, towards the last 15 minutes of the massage, she was like, "Do you want extra?" And I didn't really know how to respond, because I thought, does she mean like just longer massage, like a longer massage? So I said, "Oh, what do you mean?" And she said, £30 for a hand job, £50 for boobs. And she just started listing off a menu of things which I didn't, I'd always heard about, but I didn't think masseuse places actually did, massage places.
Without euphemism?
Yeah, just like that, as plain as that.
Wow.
I was quite awkward anyway. I was awkward there. I don't like talking to masseuses anyway.
Oh, not even when the conversation's about the weather do you like talking to masseuses.
So I was super awkward at this point, but I had an out because they only took cash there and I just had no more cash. So I had an out. I said to them, "Oh, sorry, I don't have any cash. I'm really sorry."
I would love to have a hand job from you. You don't take American Express, do you? Because you're digging yourself into a hole there, because what if they then say, "Oh, we got a card machine through today"?
That was super awkward. And then it just made me think, oh no, like the old lady was just basically pimping out a younger lady.
Wow.
Like the old lady sort of preps the new customers, make sure they're not the police, and then sends them to the younger lady. And I was like, oh no, this is so horrible. And then I just could not enjoy the last 15 minutes of that massage at all.
Yeah, that sounds rude.
So unenjoyable. However, the strength of the old lady made me want to go one more time. And I called them up and I specifically said, "Can I have the old lady?" This is the fourth time I would have gone there now. So
Okay.
First two times with the old lady.
Third time with the young lady, kind of awkward.
So I said, "Can I just have the old lady?" I felt so bad saying that because I didn't know her name.
Specifically, "Can I have the old lady?"
The old lady. And they were like, yeah, that's fine. And I was like, great, I can't wait, I'll be there.
With cash.
Couldn't wait for like a nice strong massage again. And the reason I went again was because, in principle, I feel like I don't have a problem with people exchanging sexual favours for money. So yeah, even if I'm supporting that business and that inadvertently supports prostitution in a way, I guess I didn't feel ethically bad about that. Like, in principle, I don't mind that much. I just don't want it to happen to me. So I just wanted the nice, strong old lady. So I went into the massage room, I laid down, and then the old lady came in wearing like the smallest little dress thing that she's never worn before. And
what?
She wore this it was like a dress that just went to her thigh. And she's never worn that before. And then I just immediately knew, I was like, oh no, they think I prefer old ladies.
Wow.
She wasn't doing it like she did before. She was
doing it sexy. She was doing it like soft and sexy. And you were like, "I want you to hurt me."
When she was on my back, like, she was just like putting her vagina on my back. Like I could feel like she was on me in a way that she'd never been on me before.
Oh no.
I know. And like massaging me and just like being like way, like when she's massaging me, getting way too close to my penis and balls.
Oh no.
And then when it got to like the 15-minute mark and she was like, "So do you want extra?" And I was just like, I'm really sorry, I don't have any cash on me.
Oh. And she was like, "Doy, you're such a scatterbrain."
But then she said the thing which you said I might fall into the trap. She was like, "It's okay, we take cards."
Especially for you, we got in a card machine this time.
And so she went out. She just went out of the room to get the card machine. And I still had 15 minutes left, but I couldn't handle it anymore.
Yeah.
So I just got dressed. It was so awkward. Yeah, I just got dressed.
I really believe in the power of open communication and people being clear and frank about what they want and being able to resolve misunderstandings. Like, you know, clearly the majority of people aren't insane or totally unreasonable. There must be some level on which people can clearly communicate what they mean and resolve conflict. So I would be tempted to go back there because I would feel like there must be a way that I can clearly communicate, oh, great, yeah, I want this massage. I just want a massage and I prefer it from the old lady and I don't want any sexual things.
And they're like,
I just want a
okay,
massage.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
And you're like, no, I hear your tone of voice. Okay. I hear in your tone of voice you don't know what I mean. So I like it hard. I like it, like the mass. I want you to rub my muscle hard.
Okay, I know what you mean. Okay, you lay down there, be a good boy. Be a good boy.
Whoa, hey, you've never said be a good boy before. Let's role play. You know, think like we're doing a role play. You're a physiotherapist.
I know what you want. You a big boy. You lay down. Now on to the part of the podcast where we guess the rules.
The real danger is the unknown.
So, how many ice hockey players do you think are on the rink at any one time? Such a gear change.
We should make it a hard cut as well. No, I don't want you to touch my penis. How many ice hockey players? Gosh, I don't even know. What's football? Is football 9 aside? Is that football? 9 on each team?
I think it's maybe 11 football.
Okay, so ice hockey, I'm going to say 7 on 7.
I do know one rule, because I remember seeing a movie with Sean William Scott, that there's one player called the Instigator, and what that player does is just start actual fights.
No way.
So what you have to do is you have to throw your stick on the floor and take your gloves off.
Oh, taking the gloves off, that is a sign that a fight's going down. That is a pugnacious pose.
Someone should make a phrase about that. The referee will let them fight until one of them falls down, or until it lasts longer than a minute or something like that. And then they've got to spend 5 minutes in like the penalty box. And then
I'm putting my nickel down that is not a rule.
That's definitely a rule. I promise you that's a rule. And not only that, they hire people, specifically good fighters, to be the instigator, because it's a really good way to get their really great striker or really great defender out of the rink for 5 minutes.
I cannot believe that. So I'm going to hard oppose you on this one.
What, like the masseuse did?
Well, she was trying to give you a harder pose. Okay, so there's the instigator. Is there also a person called the galvanizer? And they're like just there to motivate team spirits. And again, hockey coaches and hockey managers, they're not even looking for good hockey players for the galvanizer either. They just want someone who's really motivational and inspiring.
There's one good hockey player on the pitch.
So there's one goalkeeper, one hockey player. So we've got to get to 7 players. There's one goalkeeper, one hockey player, and only
instigator,
one. There's the instigator, the galvanizer. There's the vulcanizer, whose job it is to, because the puck is made of vulcanized rubber, their job is to keep recoating the puck with molten rubber.
There has to be the distractor, the one who just sort of catches everyone's eye in the corner because he's streaking or something.
I think that's 6. Well, yeah. So the final one is the... And now on to the part of the podcast where we continue guessing the rules.
Let's just say there were 6 players.
Now on to the part of the podcast where we look at the Wikipedia rules.
The more we learn, the more we realise we don't know.
Okay. Oh, the sport is known to be fast-paced and physical, with teams usually consisting of 6 players each. Ding! We got it. It's
That's
one
amazing.
goaltender and then 5 players. It's most popular in Canada, Central and Eastern Europe, Nordic countries, Russia, United States.
Oh, it's not called Instigator.
What's it
but
called?
I found it. Fighting in ice hockey is an established tradition of the sport in North America,
What?
with a long history that involves many levels of amateur and professional play. Fighting is usually performed by the enforcers.
Wow.
So players whose role is to fight and intimidate on a given team. And it is governed by a complex system of unwritten rules that players, coaches, officials, and media refer to as the code.
Are you allowed to fight in II?
Probably not. I mean, this seems to be pointing specifically at North America.
Fighting is strictly prohibited in European professional hockey leagues and in Olympic ice hockey.
Boring.
Yeah, boo, Rule 41.
I feel a bit sad that we're not going to be watching a bloodbath right now.
Yeah, we're just going to be watching white ice.
Now on to the part of the podcast where we watch the video.
For 2 hours!
I think, therefore I do not know.
Hockey is super famous, right? But there's nobody sitting down watching them. Those seats are empty.
Oh no, poor Romania and the Netherlands.
Like no one cheering at all. I could just see a car in the background, a white car, and no people.
Shall we try and do some actual sports commentary? Because this is such a fast-moving game. Do you want to try and do some actual commentary?
Yeah, okay.
Holland with the puck. Holland has possession, and Romania takes possession. They're in the side of the pitch where I think Romania's goal is, but Romania have taken it out of that side of the pitch, and they've taken it back to the other side of the pitch where Holland's goal is.
Okay, so there was a little collision between Holland and Romania. Now Romania has it, and they just passed it over to the other side of the rink, and he's skating forward. Feels like he's going to try and hit it into a shooter. Oh, now he's gone behind the goal.
All right, there's a scuffle happening. Scuffle happening between Holland and Romania, who are the two teams playing. And they're in the middle of the pitch. And Romania takes it, and Holland knocks it out of Romania, and then there's a skirmish. And then stick hits the ice.
Can you imagine that the actual commentators of this, not only do they do what we're doing way more better, but they know all of their names. And
How
they
can they
tell.
possibly recognise them?
Yeah, just from the number on their back or the style that they play in.
All right, we've skipped ahead to the end of the first third, and Romania has 1 point and the Netherlands has 0 points.
Awesome. Now we're back to the 70s disco.
So this is the Zamboni, the ice buffer machine, is driving around like a tiny little tank around the ice rink, and it is disco on this ice rink.
I'm sorry, but rule 1 for really famous big live sporting events is don't just go to a boring screen. Like, surely you go to a commentator talking about what just happened. Why do they go to an empty ice hockey pitch with a poor lonely car driving around on it?
That's the car that you saw earlier. Just trying to find the way out.
I'd be annoyed if I was one of these sponsors on the side of the wall, because they're not getting anything for their money.
Okay, let's give them something for their money now.
Skoda. A brilliant white car.
As white as the ice on which exciting games are played. Skoda. Tell me, Inti, do you ever have trouble working out where to store your money?
I do, Kit.
Do you ever think, I wish I could store my money in a bank with a kind of German-sounding name, because Germans are organised?
I do, Kit.
Well, Inti, have you heard of Raiffeisen Bank?
I have now.
You better fucking put your money in it, you idiot!
So the way the goalie tries to stop a puck going in, he bends his feet outwards and his knees inwards, so his giant shin pads will stop the puck. I would just hire someone with really long lower legs and make them just stand in that position so they cover the whole...
Or make the goals smaller. Just get on someone who's also the constructor. So you've got the galvanizer, the euthanizer, and the constructor, whose job it is to rebuild the goal during the first third. All right, we've skipped to the final third. We got 8 minutes to go, and Romania is 2, Netherlands is 1.
Wow, that's a long long, boring game.
Like no scores.
And 1.
And Holland have got the puck. Holland brings the puck into the centre. The referee has called kind of time, and the referee has kicked the puck away again. Doesn't want it. Nothing's happening now at all. A player is being sent to the penalty box. This is Thomas Borgman of the Netherlands, and he has received a 2-minute penalty for tripping.
All right, so by the looks of things, they're standing still. And it's back into the guy in the penalty box. Okay, all right, here we go.
And the puck is over behind the Romanian goal. And they're hitting it with their sticks. And they're moving past the centre line. Now they are well within the half of the pitch that has the Dutch goal.
I hate that we got to say Dutch, Holland and Netherlands. It's the most annoying thing. Why can't they have one name?
All right, we've skipped forward. It is 1 minute and 6 seconds to go. Romania's on 3 points and Netherlands on 1 point. Can the Netherlands pull it out of the bag? Truly, this was a game of men fighting children. Maybe they've all gone through puberty at different times.
On that journey into the great unknown.
All right, and that was ice hockey. Now, you may be wondering, dear audience, why the game is 2.5 hours when we said it consisted of only 3/3, each consisting of 20 minutes. And the reason is that between each third, there's 45 minutes of a Zamboni driving around a disco pitch. Zamboni, 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 Zamboni. Bring the enforcer, bring the enforcer.
Thanks for listening to the show.
If you enjoyed it, please subscribe.
And if there's anything else you'd like us to watch
And become less unknowledgeable about,
send us a link on Twitter at The Unk Podcast.
that's at THEUNK podcast.
And if you're hungry for more Kit and Inti, I've got a musical rom-com called Love Pill the Musical.
And I have a feminist sketch show called The Second Sketch.
And you can find them wherever you listen to podcasts.
See you next time!
What's the most Netherlandic name you can think of?
Krijn. I knew a guy from the Netherlands called Krijn.
It's Giovanni.